Shortcuts to finding a percentage of a quantity. Now, as we have discussed earlier on, a percentage of a quantity is simply dividing that quantity by 100 parts and then finding out how much there is in the number of parts we need. So in this case, 30% of 50 means first dividing $50 by 100 and then multiplying the result by 30. And that gives us, first of all, 0.5 times 30, and finally giving us $15. It is a two-step process. Now, on the other hand, if you recognize that 30% of $50 is actually the same as 0.3 of $50, you might you can actually miss a single miss having to do a single step. So we're talking about, say, 30 out of 100 times 50. Now this is the same as 30 over 100 is the same as 30 divided by 100, and 30% in this case becomes 30 with the decimal place moved 2 times to the left, giving us 0.30. So that's 0.3 times 50. Now, if you key this straight away into the calculator, you will also get $15. So you probably avoided having to do one step. Now let's take a look at the next example, 35% of 50. So we're talking about having $50 divided by 100 and then multiplied with 35. So this is the same as 0.5 times 35, and that gives us $17.50. Now, on the other hand, if you recognize that 35% is actually the same as 0.35, then in two key presses, you have 0.35 times 50. All right, that will also give you 1750 straight away on the calculator. More of these. Another example: 17% of 6 meters is 6 meters divided by 100 times 17. Okay, and so this gives us 10.2 meters. No,